Good morning, FFA. We are wrapping up today with our last carrier from this 3-day training call. We went over Combined on Monday, went over GTL on Wednesday, and now we're going to do a deep dive into one of my absolute favorite products, one of my favorite carriers, which is Transamerica, but specifically the Transamerica Express product, the new one that they came out with. We're going to talk about why you should write it, what it entails, what it covers, and all of that good stuff. Before we do that, I want you guys to go into the agency chat and drop where you're at so far for this week for AP and presentations, whether it's in person or on phone. I want to know, how many people have you actually sat with this week, or have you done a phone call, right, presentation with if you're telesales? That's the number that means the most to me, because I promise you, if you get to where you're doing 15, 20, 25, 30 presentations in a week, you're going to have a lot of success as an agent. If you're doing under that, all right, you're going to struggle a little bit. You're just not talking and presenting to enough people. So drop where you're sitting at so far this week for presentations and for AP. And I want to give you guys a shout out in there for some agents who are going big this week. Let's jump into the call. All right. Game-changing experience is the first thing that Transamerica puts on this agent guide for the Express Solutions app. And it is true. It is truly a game-changing experience for you as an agent to write this product. Number one, it pays you about 15% higher commission than the other product. So if you want to make a lot more money, this is a great product to write. Also, the application process is phenomenal. Immediate underwriting decision. A lot of different health conditions are accepted on this thing. Just really, I mean, I think they knocked it out of the park with this product. So let's talk about it some more going into the Express plan. So check out this PDF here. Instant decision, all right, up to $50,000 in coverage. All right, these carriers, guys, if you'll notice, they've been bumping up how much coverage the client can get because, you know, people need more money now. Things are more expensive. And one feature of this that you probably didn't know existed is the funeral planning services at no additional cost. We're going to jump into that in a minute. I'm going to explain it a little bit better for you guys, but it's a rider that your client gets at no cost to them. All right. Really cool option. So Transamerica, first and foremost, guys, I want to start off with this. They've been in the game for a very long time, if not the longest time out of most of any of these insurance companies. They've had a lot of different products over the years. And I think this product is really just a culmination. That's a word. I might have just made up that word, put it in the dictionary, but it is just I guess, years, decades, really, of figuring out different products, what works, what doesn't work. So the insurance company does good, the agents do good, and most importantly, the clients do good. So it really checks all of those boxes. All right. And Transamerica is a company, I trust them, right? I have my own life insurance plan with Transamerica. So, I mean, I'm invested, right, into them as a carrier. So let's talk about it and dive into what are they going to take? What are they going to not take? So they have the Express Solution, which is the day one plan. They also have a graded benefit option. All right. So pretty similar, right? You guys know how those work. We've gone over a lot of those. All right. But level premiums to age 100 on the immediate day one plan, 121 on the graded. And they've got non-tobacco and tobacco rates. Very simple on the day one. We're just going to dive into the day one plan. The graded, you guys can check out this PDF if you want to. It's in Google Drive as well. Make sure you download it and go over it. The graded option could be a really nice benefit for your clients if that's what they end up getting qualified for. But let's talk about it. So age 18 to 75, they can get up to 50K. 76 to 85, they can get up to 25,000. Okay. Death benefit, you'll see here, says guaranteed. They've got an accelerated death benefit rider with the nursing home benefit, and then this concierge, if I said that correctly, planning rider. This is the funeral service planning, right? That's included at no extra cost to them, which we'll talk about a little bit more. The payments on this thing are awesome because they take credit card, debit card, Social Security, Direct Express cards, and then obviously they take it from checking and savings accounts. So no matter what your client's paying with, they're going to accept it, except for Chime. All right. To my knowledge, unless they've changed, they do not take like those electronic banks, right? Like Chime. So make sure you're remembering that. Conversion. All right. You don't have to worry about any of that. Citizenship here at the bottom. I know this has been a common thing you guys have been running into, right? Is somebody who's not a citizen. Can they get insurance? They can get insurance through this product. You can get it if you're a citizen, of course, but if you're not, you can also get insured with this product if you have a green card and it's not expiring. I want to say 60 days. I can't read it on that PDF. It's so tiny on my screen. It's either 60 or 90 days. The green card has to be not expiring within that time frame. And if they have that, then they can still get covered with this plan. So personalize your client's plan. So this is a service rider. I don't think a lot of agents know that this is a thing. All right. That's why I wanted to go over it with you guys. It's a concierge planning rider. So basically, it helps your clients set things up. All right. And most of our clients are on a fixed income, Social Security. They don't have the money to go pay an estate attorney, right, to set all this up for them. Transamerica is providing it for them for free if they have this product. All right. And it's through a third party. It's called Everest Funeral Package, LLC. And basically, it's 24/7, 365. They're all licensed funeral directors to assist their families, funeral planning, like you name it, right? It's an all-in-one thing. So they can create wills through that, power of attorneys through that, legal documents, like you name it. All right. They can have all of their end of life wishes set up, okay, through this. All right. So it's very cool. It's a really good selling point for your clients because most final expense plans do not offer that to them. So you guys know, if you're writing another carrier that doesn't offer it, we do, with Integrity, offer the Legacy Safeguard program, which is pretty similar to this. All right. But if you're writing Transamerica, they also have access to this at no extra cost. One key thing, you have to add the rider when you sell the plan. You can't add it after. So if you write Miss Betty today and then 2 weeks later, she's like, I do want that rider. You can't put it on there afterwards. You got to click on that, check it off. Okay. When you do that, they also offer that on the graded benefit, which is pretty cool. All right. Accelerated death benefit. I'm not going to dive into that too much, but you guys know how that works, right? Between the nursing home, chronic, terminal illness, all that good stuff. Pretty similar to every other product that you've been writing, but it is on there. Okay. One thing I love about this product is real-time decision, like legit. You're getting told yes or no if they got approved when you're there. I remember being a new agent. I'd write the plan. Nobody had real-time decisions back then, minus maybe like one company. And then if they get denied, I had to go back there 3 or 4 days later when I figured it out. And this solves that problem, right? Where you're finishing what you're doing in the house. So real-time underwriting decision, all right, whether it's on the phone. And this is awesome. All right. One thing for telesales agents, I'm so glad Transamerica is fixing this because their signature process remotely used to be pretty difficult to walk your client through. Not so much for younger folks, but when you're trying to walk, somebody who's not tech savvy, how to open up an email. Half the clients don't even have an email, right? So it was just a lot. They fixed it. Now they're implementing a text code, like a PIN code signature process, which is key for you guys selling over the phone. So that's really cool. And the in-person app is extremely simple. All right. It takes you guys see it on this here, like 10 minutes. All right. 10, 15 minutes, and you're good to go. Key thing for you guys, don't confuse this with their other product. I know a handful of you have gone to write this and you've actually ended up going to the other product, the immediate solutions product. And that's a totally different thing. So when you're in Transamerica's agent portal, you want to look on that for Express Solution e-app. That's the one you want to do. You don't want to go to the other one, go into iGo e-app into iPipeline, because if you do that, you're not going to see this one. You're going to end up writing the wrong product and wonder like, what the heck happened? Why did my client get denied? So make sure you're accessing the Express product through the actual, it's got his own link, okay, on the agent portal there. So convenient customer portal. This is awesome too, guys. Your clients can log in, get everything set up. All right. And so let's talk about the underwriting. It's not a one size fit all thing. Like it's not a black and white product, which I really like. They look at your client's overall health picture to figure out, are they going to approve them? So they do have some guidelines on here, and you guys will see it here. So they'll qualify for Select. Select is the level plan. Okay. It's the immediate coverage plan. All right. If their height and weight is within standards. All right. And they have multiple non-related medical conditions. Okay. That's key. If you have a client who, let's just say they had like heart failure, but then maybe they have, I'm just going off this, like, I don't know, diabetes, right? They could potentially still get this Select plan. But let's say they have like COPD, oxygen, heart failure, and all of it's like tied from the same thing, then they're probably going to get denied. Okay. If they have one medical condition, that would rate them at graded. All right. But height and weight are Select. So it just goes over like, are they going to get the day one or the graded plan? The way that you really want to figure this out, guys, is the insurance toolkit. I love this agent guide. I love that they put this together. But I know you don't want to be in a house, right? Filtering through 50 different pages and underwriting conditions. Type your client's information in the insurance toolkit. It's a free resource for you. And it's very, very accurate. Okay. When it comes to this particular product. So, and then obviously a decline, height and weight's out, different things. So this is all the health conditions. It's inside the guide. It's inside the Google Drive. Shout out to Alicia for putting all of this stuff together for us. But it's in there, so make sure you go there and download it. Just pull it up. If your internet's not working, you can't get the toolkit to work, pull this thing up. You'll see here. So alcohol, drug abuse, right? Within 2 years, it's a decline. Outside of 2 years, they're good to go. All right. So Alzheimer's decline, amputate, whatever. You guys can go through. I'm not going to go through each one of these, but you're going to find when you're going through this, they take a lot of different conditions, right? Bipolar, day one. Blood clots, but no complications with them. Day one. A blood disorder. Day one. I don't know any company that's given someone day one coverage with a blood disorder. Bronchitis, chronic, day one coverage, right? Cardiomyopathy. Right there, ever, you see it'll be the graded plan. Right underneath that, you'll see for cerebral palsy, it'll be a decline. So depending what your client has, it's going to show you graded, Select, which is day one, or a decline. So just go through this and you guys will find that most conditions are covered with that. Check it out. Congestive heart failure for the longest time was instant guaranteed issue. They're accepting it now. All right. So emphysema, COPD, day one coverage. Like you can pretty much write a lot of people with this product. So that's just a brief overview, okay, on Transamerica's Express plan. Awesome product. The pricing is extremely competitive compared to other plans, especially when you're looking at like COPD, diabetes, different things. Really competitive on the pricing. And again, they really want your business. They're paying you 15% more commission than the other product that they have inside of there. So really cool option, guys. That's all I got for you on this call. Check it out. You're going to love that product. And I appreciate you guys for jumping on here. Hope everybody has an amazing weekend. huge shout out to you guys for going big this week. We will be back here on Monday.